everyone, and welcome to round 6 of the TUF1 Championship. Tonight we're at Mexico, and I'm doing the commentating tonight together with Angelos.
Hello there.
Same as last week. How are you, mate?
Yeah. Well, I'm good, thank you. All the settings are fixed now, so people can hear me from the start.
We had some issues last week with the mic, but everything is fine for now, I think. Yeah, we're in Mexico. Julian has already won the championship last weekend, actually. Some people didn't even notice, but yeah, he's been dominant this season. Let's see if he can take another win or someone else can get the top step of the podium tonight. Okay, let me fix some settings first. Yeah. Can you tell me something about Mexico? Have you driven there before or
I drove here fairly recently in a league race and didn't go too well after, let's just say I missed my breaking point in turn 1. But very harsh on tyre wear, so
yeah,
I expect a lot of 2-stops. Some of the P11 to 20 in quali, free tyre choice obviously. It'll be interesting to see what strap they go onto.
Yeah, of course tyre wear is so big around here. Oh, Astronus goes a bit too deep here. And there will be probably some people opting for a different strategy, just maybe to try the one-stop. I don't even know actually, to be honest, around here. There's so much tyre wear and so much time difference to be gained using different tires around here. It will be interesting to see, to say the least. Let's see. It's also a very quite short lap, this actually, so a lot of people already out on track and doing the laps. So traffic will probably be an issue, as Schoen sets the fastest lap for the moment. He was also the first to cross the line on 1 minute 14.7. Yeah, what do you think they can max out at this track?
I have no idea. I think the league I was in maxed out about a 1:14.5, but they've already gone past that.
I think they can maybe get into 1 minute 12s. I'm not quite sure though.
I think top runners could get into the top 112s.
Yeah.
You'd expect most of the top 10 to be doing 113s.
Yeah. Ooh, Hammers already goes for the 113.8, so that's the first one to go into the 138s. Let's jump on board with Eden, 14.5.
Shea sets his initial lap on mediums, so really targeting a one-stop or just feeling out his pace on the mediums relative to others.
As Mr. Ice Cold Andy jumps into P1 now, 1 minute 13.7. Fonetic boards his lap. And Santero has invalidated his lap, that's a shame. Let's see. Anyone else on the lap? Maybe Trump.
And Breezy is about to come across the line. What can he do? He goes P6.
Pretty decent. Everyone is just getting their bankers in, getting a feel for the track, I guess. It's actually the first time that we didn't have rain in a while now in the quali. We had a lot of rainy sessions.
I wonder if it's ready for the race.
Yeah. Let's see, as Julian is on his outlap. Yeah, it will be very difficult to keep it clean with penalties as well around this track.
Track limits. You have to be careful all through sector 1, and yeah, just the whole lap everywhere. Every corner is easy to invalidate at.
Let's see who we can jump on board with. Butsplus is on the outlap now. Maybe just stick with him. He's currently coming through turn 1. Yeah, these first couple of corners are just crazy. You can gain a lot of time when you cut them entirely, but you can so easily get a penalty or get a warning at least. I think it is even a thing, if you cut it second part of the corner too much, you can immediately get a penalty. It's so weird. I hope that they fix it someday.
Colliers will have to be extra careful.
Yeah, let's jump on board with Waitsy. He's on a lap at the moment. Hasn't set a lap time yet. Coming into turn 1.
Runs out very wide on entry to turn 2.
Yeah. Taking it very cautiously, the first couple of corners. course, getting still a feel for the track at the moment. I think he was actually also a reserve for tonight, so jumping in maybe at the last second or. Let's see. Coming to those quick S's right now. It's so easy to invalidate your lap here, but he negotiates. It's pretty decent.
If you get the line wrong through the first part, you lose tenths through the second and third sector. Yellow car, yellow flag, not car.
Let's see. Let's see what kind of lap time weights he can set now. As more people are starting to set their laps. So 1 minute 15.6. That puts him in P11. Actually, not a bad spot to be at the moment, with the free tire choice in the race.
Julian, the driver's champion, on a lap.
Yeah, he actually invalidated. Yeah, he invalidated his lap. So that's his first run gone. Still a lot of time left. Butts is on a lap. Coming to the end of sector 2 now, into the stadium section. Let's see what kind of lap time he can produce. He's taking it pretty nicely here. Let's see if he takes the shortest way to the line. Sort of. It's a 1 minute 15.0. Yeah, for now it's pretty decent lap, just as a banker. Yeah, it's interesting to see. Actually, Pricey set his lap time on mediums, so we maybe try later in the race or later in the quali on the softs. F1 Nedic as well is on the medium tires at the moment, coming into the stadium section. Would be pretty nice from him if he can put it in the top 10 actually on these tires. So we have Eden in front of him, starting a lap, I guess. Yeah. Let's see where F1 Nedic can put himself. P12. So it's pretty close to actually the top 10. I reckon these medium tires are around maybe one second slower on this lap. I think it's a huge difference, actually.
Especially with a lot of correction zones, you really need to keep the soft tires.
Yeah, as Dobby goes.
Protect them, use higher gears throughout the race.
Let's see, what can we jump on board with? I see Stinner going purple in the first sector. Let's see what he can do.
Stinner nearly got P3 last time out. Yeah, well, P2, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Fighting off Hamres for P2. Yeah.
He was in P2 the entire race, battling with Hamres for the last couple of podium spots. But on the, I think, was it last lap or penultimate lap?
I think it was second last lap.
Yeah, he broke his front wing and dropped down all the way to P6, P7 at the end. So it was pretty hectic after you drove a pretty good race, actually, an awesome race, actually. Yeah, it was
what kind of lap time can you do here?
Ooh. It's P6 for now. Let's see what his teammate can do. Ooh, he invalidates the lap. Eden. Let's see. Ooh, as Hamres goes P1. 13.2, wow. That's so quick. Let's see.
Improved by 6/10 on a lap that was already very good. Now there's a lead, provisional lead of 5/10 over P2.
I'm actually looking who's on the lap now. I see two Mercedes. Pricey's on the out lap. So everyone is just coming back into the pits now.
Julian still isn't on a lap.
Yeah.
If he doesn't leave in the next sort of minute or so, you'd think, is he only going for one lap out, or is he just gonna
I have no clue.
Challenge himself and see where he can get to from last?
He has enough time to do at least 2 more runs. But yeah, at the moment only Backmarker and Julian haven't set the lap time. Backmarker is on his flying lap, but I think he made an out lap of it. Getting out of the way for a racing point, I think, of Eden.
For some reason he's displayed on my screen as Charles Leclerc, so if I make that mistake in commentary calling Backmarker Leclerc, that is why.
Yeah, let's see, Eden comes across the line now, improves to P5 and 114.1. It's a pretty handy lap time from him. Yeah. Let's see, there's a McLaren coming across the line, and there was Hamres coming into the pits. Boogeyman coming into the pits. And we have, let's see, Shea on a lap. But he invalidated
Sean
the
went
lap.
purple to the first sector, but locked up into turn 4.
He's already 4 tenths quicker than his provisional time. Let's see. Look how fast these S's are. And not even lifting. Oh, but he goes wide there.
Invalidated.
That was close to the wall.
The last one. Nearly spun it into the wall with a bit of oversteer.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see, we got some comments actually. Shay saying that he can't wait to qualify last. At the moment he's in P10, so he's doing a pretty decent job at the moment.
Although P10 around Mexico isn't that great, to be honest. You'd rather P11.
Yeah.
Free strategy choice.
Of course, everyone around him will then start on fresher tires, except from tire or drivers in front of him.
Showing spins. Coming out of turn 3.
Was he even on a lap, or was it just?
Well, you invalidated on the last one, so there's no point staying out unless you would go into a lap. So you'd imagine so.
Yeah. Let's see. I think Quicknick improved to P11. Pretty decent lap. That's actually the best spot to be at the moment. Apart from the top guys, of course. Let's see. Bots Plus is also on the lap now, coming through the S's. Currently in P12. Let's see what kind of time he can boost. Ah, so he runs wide again there.
They'll be in P2 coming through the S's.
Going purple.
1 tenth up on his previous time. Still needs to find another 4 tenths to beat Amraz's time. He sets a 1:13.6.
Yeah, so he improves his time, but just by a little. Let's see. So we only have 4 more minutes qualifying. It's going pretty quickly actually. Let's see, Mr. Ice Cold Andy is on the lap, also coming through the S's right now.
Julian's still not gone out, so I assume he is just skipping quality and seeing how far up the pack he can get.
Yeah, meanwhile, Mr. Ice Cold Andy is almost 2 tenths up on his provisional time. Needs to find a little more to contest for pole position here. It's looking pretty decent so far. Coming to the line. It's a 1 minute 13.7. Only half a tenth of Dobby. Let's see. We have a Stinna starting his lap. Let's see who's behind him. I think it's Trunders crossing the line. But he's starting his lap as well. We have, let's see, Eden also on his out lap. So a lot of people are preparing their laps at the moment. As we have Dobby coming into the pits.
Dinner invalidates. You'd expect he doesn't have enough. You'd think you might be able to get into the pits and get a new set of tyres on in time.
Yeah, there's still a lot of time to be honest. As Waitsy improves to P13. Let's see what F1 Netting can do. Oh, he's starting his lap. So this will probably be his final run. He still does have some time left to do another if he wants after, but I don't think it's ideal. Let's see Pricey now. He's almost 8.5 tenths up on his own time. Coming across to the last corner now, taking the shortest route to the line. It's P8. That's a very good lap from him. It's so close actually between all the drivers here. So we have, let's see. We have a Renault coming to the line now of Trunders. Currently in P17. Let's see where he can put himself. Oh, it's only P17 still. Let's see.
Julian has come out of the pit, so he's going to have one shot at this, and he spun it.
Julian spun it.
He's still got enough time to get round and set another lap if he wants.
He was actually
That's not going to help the tyres.
Yeah. Let's see, there's a Red Bull coming through the last couple of corners now. Oh, but he invalidates his run. Improved with 1 second though, so he has a lot of time in hand still. But he will be starting near the back tonight. Let's see.
Julian will only have one shot at Amras this time as he comes around to start a new lap. Already done a 1:13.2. Can he be the one to break into the 12s?
He's going and driving slowly. He probably wants to save his tires to keep them in good shape for the race. But he needs to set a lap time here. He's probably trying to get between Dobby and Hamres, maybe get even on pole, but it's a big risk he's taking then.
Hamres threading the needle through turn 1, 2 and 3 perfectly, just hitting the corner right and not getting validated.
Yeah, Hamres is on it tonight. I think Stinna jumped into P4 there. Good lap from him. Let's jump on board with Hamres. Jeez, these corners are so quickly taken by these cars.
Perfect through the S section. But he's still up by 200. Shows you what a great lap.
Lots of traffic.
The other one was. Lots of traffic into the rear section. Did that affect him?
Let's see. Coming across the line now.
Out the corner and he spun
lost it.
Pushing so hard trying to beat that time.
Yeah. Let's see.
And Julian pits again, so he is just going to see how many positions he can make up.
Well, Santero, I think, just jumped up into P4. Wow, what a lap from Santero.
That came from nowhere.
Yeah, that came absolutely out of nowhere. Let's see. I think...
Gwyneth on a lap. Through the S section.
Gwyneth, where? Yeah, here. We've invalidated.
And he's invalidated. Yes, is.
Let's see, Tronder's also coming through the last couple of corners now.
On 3 lap old softs. So he's saving some for the race. Yeah, he's pitting.
Let's see, I think that's it for qualifying, as Sir Gwyneth is also in the cooldown lap. And Dobby, yeah. So it's Hamres on pole. Pretty comfortable actually. With Dobby right behind and Mr. Ice Cold Andy so close. It's so close from P2 to P6 actually. 3/10, even less. And yeah, the championship winner actually, or the champion for TUF1, Julian, is starting last tonight. That will be interesting to see.
Mexico is quite a good track to overtake. If you can hold on through sector 2 and with the S section, 2 long straights to take advantage of, and 1 DRS zone for them both. So you make a move into turn 1, you can pull away.
Yeah, of course there are three DRS zones on this track. Of course the main straight, the ones after the first couple of corners, and the one after the S section. So
but only 2 detection points.
Yeah. That's no, we actually have 3 DRSs. I think since when did they introduce the last one? I think it was around 2 seasons ago, didn't they? Last new DRS zone. I have no clue, to be honest.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
Okay, but do you want to go through the classification?
Yeah, okay. So, pole time with a 1:13.2 is Amras, followed by Dobby, Mr. Ice Cold Andy, who didn't have a great race in Azerbaijan. Santera with a great lap to put in P4. Stinner in P5. Breezy P6. Eden P7. Boogeyman P8. Pricey P9 and Shern in P10. All on soft tyres. Squicknick on the free tyre pole, P11. Shea in P12. Bats Plus P13. Wait C P14. Sir Gwyneth P15. F1 Natic P16. MSC Trunders P17. Dreamsy P18. Backmarker P19. And Julian, the champion, in P20. What can he do from the back of the grid?
Yeah, that will be very interesting to watch this race. Of course, Julian has been dominant throughout the season so far.
Won by around 20 seconds in Azerbaijan. Did a 2-stop. Came out after a second stop, ahead of Amras and Stinner.
He has been on a league of his own this season, but yeah.
But he did make a mistake. He did make a mistake on the 2 laps I saw him go for. Invalidated on one and spun on the other.
Maybe he's better on the pressure. under pressure. I mean, now the pressure is
Maybe
gone.
Mexico isn't the track for him. Amrez looks in prime position for this race, pole by 5/10.
Yeah. Yeah, and his main rifle is all the way back into P20, so it looks very good for him. It will be interesting to see. Of course, penalties will be a huge key factor tonight. Yeah. Let's see. It will be interesting to see what kind of tires everyone starts on this race. Let's put them on.
There's been a glitch recently where first spectators' 5 lights go out way before all the players, so need to be careful of that as well.
Let's see. So Julian actually started on the hard tires. Wow.
He's definitely doing a one-stop there, hard to medium.
It's funny to see actually only Shea, Waitsy, F1 and Tronder start on the medium tires. Everyone else is on the softs and Julian on the hards. That would be interesting to see actually.
So all the soft tire runners have to be going for a 2-stop. I don't see how you could stretch out soft hards.
Yeah. Oh, as we actually...
But Shea, Waitsy, F1 and Trunders all have the option of doing a 1-stop or a 2-stop. If they get damage on lap 1, they can just go medium soft the end. So really those 4 could adjust their strategy to the way the race falls.
Yeah. See, of course, I found it interesting that actually there are a couple of people actually outside of the top 10 choosing for the softs, which degrade so quickly around here. It's interesting to see, as Shea and Trunders have made contact, I think, on the formation lap, so they get disqualified. That ain't ideal because they're both on mediums. They will be pretty cold.
One's P12, one's P17. I'm not quite sure how they've collided.
Yeah. Let's see. It's actually back marker in last actually, even though Julian hasn't set a time. I don't know. Did the back marker also didn't set a time or?
Can't know.
No clue. Yeah. Let's see.
He is no longer registered as Charlotte Close, he's registered as nothing now.
Let's see. Well, as the cars are lining up now, I have a horrible camera angle. So, let's go. It's 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Let's see the top guys. It looks like Dobby got the best start for now.
Dino getting a good run. Can he get hammers into turn 1 from P5? Although Young Breezy coming up the inside. Bit of contact but no damage. Young Breezy goes around the outside at turn 2 into P3. Hammers regains his lead.
Let's see. So it stayed the same actually, pretty much. Only Young Breezy taking a couple of spots. Oh, it's so close here, coming to the second part of the lap. It's actually the Boogeyman and Eden. Oh, it's so close here.
Boogeyman making up 4 places from P8. He's had a great start. Yeah. There's Bats Plus on the softs, also gaining 4 positions. They run into the S section for the first time.
Yeah, Julian at the moment P17, so gained 2 spots at the moment. He'll be having a lot of work to do still. It's still so busy in front of him.
Trying to get through as much traffic as he can, but he is still on the 1-stop strategy. He just doesn't want to lose too much time to the top guys.
Yeah, as Batsplus and Schoen are going side by side through the stadium section, that is not the place where you want to go side by side. But Batsplus makes it work. Yes, the timing sheets are...
Oh, is Amra's boxed? What's happened? No, this is just my game breaking.
Yeah, the spectator glitch is coming back at us. We do have 2 drivers into the box. I think it's Mr. Ice Cold Andy. He was all the way in the front. I don't know what happened there. And Waitsy making the pit stops. They will have a lot of work to do tonight. Yeah, let's see. So it's actually, I think, at the moment, Hammer is leading the race. From, I think, maybe John Breezy or
what
Dobby?
is happening? My leaderboard is breaking.
Yeah, it's the same for me.
Young Breezy, right on the gearbox of Dobby.
Yeah. Of course, DRS getting enabled on this lap already. So
Trying to just stick with Dobby through the S sections.
I don't think DRS is enabled. I think it's the
No.
spectator glitch again. So we have a yellow flag in sector 2. I think someone just went white and rejoined. Yeah, they're so close everywhere.
Nick Pricey and Shea Bentos covered by a very small amount of time that the game doesn't want to tell me how much exactly.
Yes, DRS is now enabled, so the trains will be staying this for a while now,
But
I think.
Still no DRS on this or the next straight, as the detection point was before the line.
Let's see, Julian already up at P14. He's making a lot of moves already. Still doesn't have DRS for now. But this is pure on slipstream and ERS. As he's having a look down the inside on F1 and they're going side by side. Julian around the outside, has the outside again, but he makes it stick. Nice move from Julian up to P13 now. Let's see it go to the front guys again.
Young Breezy with the first penalty.
It'll be interesting to see if.
Oh, and yeah,
wow.
as we come through the S section for the third time, don't think it's a coincidence that penalties start coming in.
Yeah, third time lucky.
Oh, Pricey, what's happening here?
Oh.
Was it Pricey?
I think it's Bus Plus.
Rory just veered off to the left, didn't see much more than that.
Maybe a bit of oversteer, as the rears are probably getting a beating around that sector.
Stinner goes up the inside of Boogeyman. Boogeyman from P8 has done very well in this race so far, but just gets beaten by DRS, and don't expect him to be able to make a move into turn 4, as Stinner will still have the DRS.
Yeah, he's at the moment in the Racing Point sandwich. Eden also having a look behind. Ooh, as he goes down the inside there. Oh, he made contact.
Has he got damage?
I think it's... Oh, okay.
Looks like he hasn't got damage.
Wow, how did he get away with that?
Dodgy at best.
Yeah.
But the top 3 already have got a 2.5 second gap back down to P4.
Oh wow, yeah.
Amra's 9 tenths back to Dobby. Dobby really needs to stay in the DRS here if he wants a shot at this.
Yeah, there's so many battles on track at the moment, it's difficult to keep up. But yeah, we have a group of the top 3 and then...
Julian going for another move on Shea Bentos. Up the inside into the arena section. That is P12 already for Julian.
Maybe we should just stick on board with him. He's making a lot of
the
moves.
game will give him driver of the day, you can be sure of that.
Yeah. Yeah, of course it's still a long race, but at the moment it looks like he's the one to watch for tonight. Ooh, as we actually have Santero closing up now on Eden. Eden, of course, missed his braking point a lap earlier and now loses the position to Santero. Ooh, Santero gets the screen
on the
there.
back of Dobby.
Yeah, this train is still going on there. Jeez, we have so many battles going on at the moment. So Eden now is in P7. And yeah, we have a group of 4 cars here from P4
Julian
down to
goes
P7.
down round the outside of Pricey into turn 4.
I just missed
Nearly
that.
into the points already. Reminder, he is on hard tyres.
Yeah.
So
Thing
he can go deep into this race. Although from my experience, it might have just been my setup, but the hard tyres I did not like around here.
Yeah, a lot
So
of
he's doing a
understeering.
very good job so far. Now he's just got soft tyre runners ahead of him.
Ooh, Shea gets overtaken now by Pricey. I think he made a little mistake there and paid the price. To Pricey. Bad word.
He's now... Thing is though, once Julian gets past Sputnik into the points, he would be out of DRS of Bats Plus. So he won't be able to make the move straightaway.
He just breezes past
As he goes
Quicknick.
round Squicknick into the points already. Within the next few laps, the hard tyres will be working better than the softs. With heavy tyre wear around here.
It's looking good for Julian. He's making a lot of moves and very clean as well. That's the most important thing, of course. So, yeah. Where might he finish? That's the question. Let's see. Let's hop back on board the front guys. Dobby now is out of 1 second from Hamres. So he won't be getting DRS, so maybe John Breezy has a shot here to take the position.
Can he squeeze back into DRS before the detection point? Doesn't look like it. So Amra seems to be running away with this now.
Yeah. Let's see what John Breezy can do here. He's getting DRS and Dobby in front of him will be getting DRS. Yeah, I think Dobby used some electrical power here down the straight, trying to keep the gap. But we still have another DRS zone as the boogeyman goes down the inside on Stinna. The two Dutchmen are going side by side here.
Stinna takes the corner with the inside line into turn 3, and now Santera's got the run on boogeyman.
Santera now side by side.
Gonna go to the outside into turn 4. They leave space for each other, but it looks like Santera's got the move done. Gonna squeeze him out, and that is P5 for Santero.
Very opportunistic from Santero there, making some good moves already.
Mexico with these drivers, if you go offline, trying to go round someone for one corner, you can easily get swallowed up by a next car.
Oh, Young Breezy has lost it.
Oh,
I don't know what happened there.
He's lost. Is he lost it out of the final part of the S section?
Yeah. He was in P3, almost fighting for the second place in this race, but he lost it coming out of the S section, and that's his race over. Not even a safety car. Stinna goes into the pits. It's weird that we didn't get a safety car.
Let's go with plenty of runoff.
Yeah.
Not much chance for a safety car.
Yeah, that's pretty odd actually. But yeah, we'll go on with it. Shame for Young Breezy, he was actually doing a pretty good job so far. F1 Nedic is going side by side now with Shea. Shea is fighting back at him. Both cars on the mediums. Shea runs a bit wide there. They're still going side by side again.
Shea's going to have the inside line into turn 4.
So close. Shea squeezes him.
Thing with turn 4, if you brake at the right point, you can squeeze out. The inside line is key.
Let's see. Let's jump back on board with Mr. Scott Andy. He got damage on the first lap. He's trying now to make a recovery drive. He's P16 at the moment. He'll be having a lot of work to do this afternoon. Yeah,
Julian now onto the back of this next train, which goes up until the podium positions.
Ooh,
as the first soft compound tyres into the pits. Amras goes on to mediums. The others also going on. I don't think soft medium can make it to the end.
Yeah, it will be a stretch though. Of course, Julian is probably going for the 1 stop, and cars around him for at least a 2 stop. So let's see. Julian already in P5. That's crazy. Only 1.2 seconds behind Eden, who started near the front of the field. Let's see. And Hammers came out in P10, so lost a lot of paces because of the pit stop.
He's now effectively fighting for position with Julian. Both need 1 stop left, but Amras will have the tyre advantage all the rest of the race. Although by the end I think they might both be on mediums. But Amras does need to close that gap in.
Yeah, actually Julian's in a very good spot at the moment. With Hammers actually also behind him on the 2 stop. as everyone else goes into the pits now. So on lap 10, everyone decides to change their tires. Let's see where Hamros is.
Julian into the lead. Yellow in sector 3.
I think it's pricey. Ooh,
Oh, it's an Alfa Romeo that's spun.
What happened there?
Oh, he's got half a front wing. So did he maybe get a bit of oversteer out of... I think he either got oversteer and hit the wall, or just overcorrected and hit the other wall.
And meanwhile, back at the front again, it's F1 Nelek and Shea going at it again. F1 Nelek trying to get the switchback. Ooh, they made a contact. I think it's a bit of wing there going off for F1 Nelek. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's a big shame.
Can't get stuck behind these two for long as he chases down Julian.
You need to be careful here with F1 Nelek losing his part of his front wing. Be very slow to this section.
Should have the better run, should be able to brake later as well.
Yeah.
Goes around the outside.
Ooh,
yeah, gets moved on.
Nice move.
Should be able to get DRS both straights off Shea here as well, so he hasn't lost too much time.
He's right behind him now, so almost pushing. This shows how much difference the tires make at this stage of the race already. Only 1 lap medium tires against 10 lap old medium tires. As he just breezes past into the second place. 11 seconds behind Julian. That's a big gap.
I think it's a relatively short pit stop transit time as well, around just over 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Julian is in a very good spot at the moment.
But Amreds needs to make 10 seconds on Julian throughout this race.
Yeah. Yeah, of course he has clean air now, so he can
clean air, pressure tyres. He should be gaining on Julian, but whether he'll be able to make up 10 seconds, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it will be a big task. It's actually, out of all of the drivers, only Dreamsea, Backmarker and Swoon fitted another set of soft tires. So they will be trying to have a quick stint. As Dobby now is very close to F1 Nelek, having a little look down the inside into the stadium. Has to back out. I think
so
he knows.
The soft tires went sort of 8-9 laps at the start of this race. Well, you could. It is an aggressive strategy, as there's another yellow in sector 3. Maybe it was just someone going wide. Hammer sets the fastest lap with a 1:17.4.
Yeah. The gap was only 11. 11 seconds was the gap, but it's already down to 9.6. Wow. That just shows the tire difference around this track. Let's see. Do we have any battles going on at the moment? Yeah. Ooh, Eden is so close right behind Santero. Coming into the first stadium section actually. Of course both cars on the medium tires. So they'll be trying to get ahead of each other. Ooh, as Eden has a huge moment and actually hits the wall there. That came out of nowhere. He lost his front wing I think there.
I didn't see that on my camera, it just cut away, which is annoying, but yeah, end plate off for Eden. You'd expect him to box there, which will not help him after just pitting for mediums.
Yeah, oh, such a big shame. He's too eager on the throttle through the first part of the S section and just straight into the wall. So we have Dobby now. Dobby and Stina getting past Shea, who's still on the old medium tires. Just going side by side. Shea has a perfect view of this battle. Ooh, as he almost lost it, Shea there.
Oh, and he does lose it into the Renault, and big front wing damage for him. Does Schoen have damage? Can't tell with the livery. Yeah, Schoen's lost an end plate as well.
Meanwhile, into the middle sector, F1 Dobby and Stina are going side by side. Dobby gets ahead. Very clean race from both of them.
Better run into the S section as a look, but no, just gonna stick behind.
It's crazy how many battles are going on.
Rose has picked up a 3-second time penalty, which will not help in his pursuit of Julian. 8.7 seconds back, but those mediums will start wearing soon. They'll still be a lot faster now, but within the next few laps his advantage will start getting smaller.
It's insane how many battles are going on at the moment. Of course, the tire differences and the tire strategies coming into the play. Schoen goes into the pits already, or for 4 laps only. Wow, that's very early. Shea picks up a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, I reckon there will be a lot of penalties at the end of this race. Only halfway through, and almost every driver, or at least 70% of the field, already have a penalty. Let's see.
Julian picks up a 3-second time penalty as well.
Yeah, that's interesting as well, because Jesper also, or Hamres also has the 3 seconds time penalty. Well, there are actually at the moment only 4 cars, or 3 cars actually. No, 2 cars that don't have a penalty in this race. That's insane. This shows how strict the corner cuttings are around this track. I think we have a little breather for now. Things settling down a little bit.
Although, Stinner only 6-7 tenths back onto the straight. The double DRS straight, is he going to go side by side with Dobby again?
Yeah, he's just about in the 1 second window here. He gains a lot back on the straight. Yeah, I think these two will squabble for the entirety of the race.
But it looks like a 2-horse race now between Amres and Julian.
Yeah. Although Hamres hasn't closed up as much in the last couple of laps. He did a little bit, but
after that first penalty is just being a bit more cautious now. Not go over those white lines, because you go over the white lines at pretty much any point on straights and you get a warning.
Yeah, it's a big factor actually in this race tonight, I think. With, of course, 3 seconds is such a lot of time that you lose by just cutting a corner 3 times, a little bit too much.
Especially then someone can just stay in your DRS, doesn't have to go for a move, if they know that they've got fewer penalties.
I'm actually curious to see how many penalties everyone has got. Shall we have a little look, or just keep it for the end? Yeah, let's just keep it for the end, I think. Let's see. There's back marker now. He started last at the moment, last in this race, and is currently in P12 on the soft tires, right behind F1 Nedic. He will be getting the DRS. Maybe he can get a move down here. As F1 Nedic is using a lot of ERS here to stay in front. So, yeah. Let's see. It has actually settled down a little bit here. Some gaps are finally forming between the drivers.
People also working together in DRS, much like Amres and Stinner and Azerbaijan, just for the majority of the race, just happy to stay behind each other in DRS, save battery, save fuel, save tyres, because otherwise they're just going to be squabbling until the end of the race. Very difficult to break DRS around here.
Let's see. Yeah, it's still Stinner and Dobby are within the 1 second of each other. Let's hope Stinner doesn't break his front wing this time around. Ooh, as we have a yellow flag.
One.
Oh, that's Dreamsy. As Julian passes his teammate, who is stranded across the track.
That is not the way you want to be facing, and he's lost is wing as well.
Yeah, it's the second
That'll
time
be
tonight.
another trip to the pit lane for you.
Pricey.
The thing about Mexico is the walls feel a lot closer once you spun. Normally, you don't really have any risk of them, but it is surprisingly easy to damage your car.
Yeah, it's actually a bit odd here, because at some places the walls seem to be far away, and at other places they're pretty close. Yeah, it's actually. Should you call this a street? This isn't the street circuit, isn't it? No.
No.
It does have some
There's some narrow bits, but I mean, if you've got control of the car and you're facing the right way, it is pretty rare to get damage. Although the final corner can be tough at times, as Valtteri Bottas found out.
Yeah, exactly.
Even professional drivers can struggle there.
Just shows you how difficult this track actually is.
Was now 6.5 tenths. No, 6.5 seconds, not tenths, away from Julian. Not made up too much time in the last few laps.
Yeah, will be interesting to see, of course, on which tires both the drivers will go onto. I think Julian will go onto the medium tires, but for Hamres,
Will
I don't know.
try and stretch out? He was on the earlier soft compound runners.
Yeah, but I see Mr. Ice Cold Annie already has done 15 laps on those medium tires. How far can?
And that's with the start of the race fuel load as well.
Yeah. So we see a couple moves at the back. I think Tronders got past Eden, who's on hards. Up to P14 now, Tronders. Yeah, this field is actually spread out so much at the moment. You have the third and fourth coming to turn 1 now, and P14 and P15 coming to the S's. So there will be people getting lapped probably this race, if we don't see another safety car. Let's see. And Stinna is closed up a little bit.
The thing with Mexico as well, quite a short circuit means can be quite a lot of traffic.
Yeah. Stinna still right behind Dobby at the moment. Ooh, I see Pricey right behind Schoen into the turn 1. Almost pushing him through these corners. Trying to get a good slingshot on this to this straight. Using the last bit of his ERS and having a look down the inside. Shea retires. They're going side by side. Pricey trying to go around the outside of Schoen. I don't think Schoen will leave a space. Oh, and that's contact and Schoen into the wall. Schoen tries to squeeze. Let's see Pricey there, but just didn't leave him enough space to go alongside him, and he paid the price for that. So it's another front wing.
Who already had damage after. It was I think it was Shea who spun in front of him.
Yeah, lost his front wing again. Not ideal for him. We have some moves going on there. Oh, it's back mark for Mr. Ice Cold Andy getting rid of those medium tires and filling in another set of medium tires. Can he try to go to the end on these tires? We'll see.
You expect Julian to be stopping sometime around now.
Yeah, he's all the time he's losing a little bit of time to Hamres. So maybe it's about the time to pull the trigger and make his pit stop. Will be interesting to see actually.
Undercut, not really a thing with a gap of 6 seconds. It is all about when you think you can gain the most time through those new tyres.
Yeah.
Obviously at the end of the race, less fuel, lighter car means easier on tyre wear.
Let's see. Here we have a fight going on for P14 here. It's Mr. Pricey on fresh softs. It's right behind Waitsy, who's on 2 old lap softs. Let's see if there will be something happening here. Of course, the DRS is helping out a lot as Backmarker goes into the pits, getting rid of those soft tires and fitting a fresh set of mediums. So let's see. Waitsy needs to use some ERS here to stay in front of Mr. Pricey, or he will lose his P14. As Backmarker comes out of the pits right behind these guys. Let's see.
Pricey to the inside. Takes the corner, and that is P13. He will have the DRS for the next straight, which will make it difficult for Waitsy to do anything about it. Yeah, he's not using any battery, just going to sit behind trying to stay in DRS.
Yeah, and meanwhile Helmers has gone into the pits, so he
for a new set of mediums. So they're both going to be on mediums by the end. So Julian is looking to be in a very strong position at the end of this race. He'll have at least a 5-second gap to Amraz. Amraz going to be pushing for his life with these next few laps. Going to get an undercut on Julian on 21 lap old hards.
Yeah. Will be interesting to see what Julian will be doing, because Hammers has gone into the pits and now is trying the undercut, so he'll be gaining a lot of time on Julian.
So Hammers has caught Bats Plus at a bad time going into the middle, the S section.
Yeah, there's no way getting past someone
time here behind the Ferrari.
He needs to stay behind him. As Julian goes into the pits.
Julian responds on the next lap. So Amraz, I think he's looking for a bit of an undercut there, but the traffic of Bats Plus hasn't really worked that well.
Yeah.
Now Julian will have a healthy gap, and he looks in control of this race after starting from the very back.
Wow. So, yeah, he still does have Dobby in front of him, but he still needs to make a pit stop. So Julian from P20 has managed to get out in a professional P1 in just a matter of 23 laps. That's so impressive.
With a gap of 5.5 seconds.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Yes, we have some movements going around here. I think Boogeyman and Batsplus went into the pitch, fitted a fresh shot of mediums for their last stint.
Boogeyman back up to P8. People ahead still need to make pit stops, but a great opening lap from him. Saw him get up to P4. Looks like he is effective P4? I'm trying to think.
Yeah, there's still
so, yeah,
4 drivers ahead of him trying to make a pit stop.
So he's going to hold on to his P4 from the beginning.
Yeah.
Stefan Natig right on the back of Squicknick here. Squicknick starting in 11, had completely free strategy choice. Therefore Natig picks up a penalty trying to chase him down.
Ooh. Almost getting a bit too close for comfort there. Breaking into the stadium section, as Quicknick is really struggling on those old medium tires. You see him sliding a lot there. And meanwhile we also have Boogeyman right behind him. So maybe he's setting himself up for a double overtake. Using all of his ERS. He's already alongside TUF1.
Quicknick pulls to the middle, that's not where you want to be. And yeah,
wow.
Cars are off before the braking zone.
Boogeyman makes
Boogeyman
up...
and F1 Natic will have DRS here though.
Let's see.
Running to turn 4. F1 Natic not using any battery. He knows that Boogeyman is a pit stop ahead.
What a move from Boogeyman though.
Tires. There's no point fighting it.
Yeah, exactly. Boogeyman with a double overtake there. It's executed it perfectly. As we have Batsplus now getting past Quicknick. As Julian is setting fastest laps, he's right behind Julian or
He's
Dobby now?
always about to get him past on this straight, and
Wow.
for Amraz's sake, he needed Dobby to hold him up a bit there, but Dobby can't do anything about it as Julian goes sailing back into the lead after coming from the back as Amraz makes a move P3. Julian will also have on that pressure tyres, which around here can be 3 or 4%.
Meanwhile, Botsplus is making another move here on F1 Attic, pulling out of the slipstream, and I think he's even already ahead coming into turn 1. Yes, he is. So he's up into P7 now, only 2 seconds behind the Boogeyman. So there's still a chance he can get up to P6, eventually P4, after everyone has made a pit stops. Ooh, I see that yellow flag.
3. Just a quick one. I've noticed as well with Amraz's driving, he just seemed to lock up a lot more than Julian, which won't help his tyre wear. So Julian in control of this race now, fastest lap after fastest lap.
Yeah, the gap is already.
I don't understand what you're meant to do to try and beat him. He can start from the back, and yet it still feels like he's dominated.
It's crazy. He's just currently on a league of his own in this league. Even if he starts all the way down in P20, he still managed to get into the lead and pull a gap to the cars behind him. It's so impressive the way he's driving this season.
He sealed the championship still with 2 rounds to go as well. in a 7-lap calendar, to win by round 5.
Crazy.
It's not fair, is it?
Yeah. Just imagine him driving behind you and on fresher tires. You'll be scared. I think you would move out of the way.
You'd be scared on fresher tires yourself.
You'll be like, oh no, not him. Again.
The positions he made up when everyone else was on softs and he was on hards.
It's crazy. Yeah. Never know. Maybe next season some drivers get their mojo and find the rhythm around the tracks and can maybe challenge him, but at the moment he's just on a league of his own. Hammers has fought him occasionally, but he really needs to pick up his pace and consistency to challenge Julian, which is very difficult, of course, as he's just been so dominant. So, yeah. Meanwhile, Santero is right in the slipstream of the Boogeyman, trying to get up into P5, run the outside, and he makes his stick. So Santero is, I got to say, maybe after Julian, he has been doing a great job tonight, making a lot of good moves and picking up a lot of positions.
Great quality session as well. Yeah, so Julian has won 4 of the 5 races, came second in that other race, and he's on course to win again.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, which race did he finish second?
He came second at Monaco. He's got all 5 pole positions.
Oh, wow. The thing is, I actually think he also finished first on track there, and that he got a penalty and dropped a couple of places or a place.
That sounds fine.
It's just crazy how dominant he is this season. Yeah. I know him personally, and he's a very good friend of mine. I know how much time he sometimes spends trying to get this, and I can tell you it's not easy to get to this kind of level of consistency and speed. So it's not like the other drivers around him are just maybe bad or worse.
The other drivers aren't slow.
Yeah, they're so quick. Hammers is a very quick driver. Stinna is a quick driver. Dobby, literally everyone in this league is really good and is definitely above average, to say the least. And he's just making them look like fools, to be honest, at the moment. With how he's driving.
He goes at the inside of Bats Plus. That's P7.
Yeah, and this
did a good recovery.
Yeah,
Mr. Icicle on it. I think, did he, no, yeah, I think he had a lap 1 collision in Azerbaijan as well and had to pit.
Yeah, he was
So,
last after the first lap, and he's actually now already up into P7, so he's doing a great job.
He's had
to
a
be
good
honest.
comeback drive.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of outstanding performances tonight, actually. Santero being one of them. Ice Cold Andy. Yeah, and to be honest, Hamres also just had a clean race. Had to pick his way through traffic sometimes.
Yeah, Hamres has done all he can.
Yeah. Yeah, and Dobby and Stina, meanwhile, are still scrabbling. This time around, Dobby does have soft tires, so he'll be quicker compared to Stina in the opening couple of laps. Oh, Stina lost it there.
Oh, Stina has a load of oversteer.
And that's P4, or P3 actually gone for him now.
Will Dobby be able to pull away in the S section on his soft tyres?
Yeah, they're probably quicker around this stage of the race. Maybe Stina can come back later at them.
You'd expect. 9 laps on softs is definitely doable. By the end, Stina will be quicker, but it looks like that's P3 for Dobby now.
Yeah.
His to lose.
Stina does get DRS here, so he can gain a little bit time.
He can come back, just stay in DRS till his mediums are better.
Yeah, will be difficult for him though. Just keep up with him. But yeah, there's so many DRS straights just on this track, so you can gain the time you lose in the corners back on the straights. So let's see. And let's see who has more ERS as well. There, Stina just has a little bit more. Yeah, and he has to stay behind. I think he should try to keep close to Dobby. And maybe later in the stint attack him. But Dobby is actually, together with Waitsy, the only driver that hasn't picked up a penalty. Let's just a little look at how much penalty everyone has. Yeah, Stina has 12 seconds. So yeah, wow, Dobby has done an amazing job, to be honest, to keep it clean around this track, which is just
So that will
scary.
Be B3 for Dobby.
Yeah, that's scary. How
Santero also as well. If you factor in penalties, he's only 2 tenths behind Stina on the soft tyres.
Yeah, that might be interesting. Yeah, Batsplis has 14 seconds. That's a lot. But he has a huge gap to Eden. So he will be staying in the same positions if
Oh, he's
things
got
stay as
17
they are.
seconds.
Oh wow. He might be getting disqualified even. I don't know how many penalties you can get.
Pricey on 26 as well, he's got to be careful.
Oh, Pricey of 26, didn't see that. Wow, that's a lot of penalties, to say the least. That's almost half a lap around here. Let's see, as Pricey gets overtaken, or
He's still going to fight on track, even if he won't keep that.
Yeah, it's probably just for the mental mental benefits to stay in front of someone on track. Let's see, I see. Who is that? Eden coming into the pits. Just going for getting rid of those hard tires and probably going onto the softs. I think he
might have a crack at beating Julian's time on mediums, but
yeah, but
you don't know.
The thing is, he's in P11, so he won't be getting the points. P12 even. He won't be getting the points if he gets the fastest lap. Oh, as we have, let's see, who was that? Sir Gwyneth leaving the session.
Gwyneth had already DNF'd now, I think.
Let's see. Yeah, meanwhile, Stina, it's insane that these guys just are still within 1 second of each other. Yeah. Of course, Dobby is probably going to finish ahead of Stina, unless something weird happens or a crash occurs. Yeah. I think Stina still wants to get ahead of his rival.
Difficult thing is, well, with track limits, those 12 seconds of penalties, he's gained probably half a second maximum out of his supposed corner cuttings.
Yeah.
So Really, even if you lose time doing it, just keeping on track between the white lines is probably one of the most important things on this game.
I think this is probably the most harshest, or how do you say that, most difficult track to keep it clean around, because sometimes when you just cut one corner you immediately get a penalty. It's so difficult to be honest. Yeah. It's amazing how Dobby doesn't even have one penalty. I'm actually amazed by that, and Waitsy has done the same. That's very impressive from both of them.
Nick and Julian still both only have 3 as well.
Yeah, even that is impressive. So yeah, maybe some people know how difficult it is to keep it clean around here, but yeah, just driving on board now with Julian, if you go a bit too much to the right here or go a bit too wide here, you just get a penalty immediately.
The way he knows exactly where you can take a millimeter here. He knows exactly where the track limits are monitored.
And it's on the limit, and it's just so clean watching it. It's almost like he's doing it without even looking sometimes. So easy it looks. Let's see.
Yellow in sector 3 looks like pricey with his 26 seconds of penalties.
Yeah. Another broken front wing tonight. Yeah, he already had 26 seconds, so it doesn't hurt him that much. Let's have a little look at the comments. Actually, haven't looked there in a while. So no real comments here. People just probably laying back and just enjoying this race. As now Stinna is actually so close behind Dobby. I think the soft tires are dropping off now. So Stinna has a shot here. His back marker picks up a penalty. Stinna's almost pushing him through these corners, but there's no way he can pass.
Though Santero is now within the 6-second window he needs to take P4.
Well, that's a very good point you did make there. So the harder Stinna battles here, the more time Santero gains on him, which will be very important for him to get at least P4. As we have a yellow flag in the middle sector, that's an Alfa Romeo going off.
Dreams, is it?
Yeah, that's Dreamsy again.
Dreamsy.
Yeah, the rough afternoon tonight. I think it's his third
damage.
Yeah.
Well done to him for carrying him going though. I like that. Everything's going wrong, but still finishing the race.
Yeah, you have to respect that. As Stinna now gets ahead of Dobby, who is probably struggling now with his soft tires.
He now needs to... I think he is now... Stinna is now outside the window to Santero, but he needs to push for the next lap and a half.
Of course, I think Santero's tires are also dropping off at the moment.
Yeah, he was on the softs as well.
Will be one to keep an eye on. Maybe things on penalties will change. No, it's still Stinna 12 seconds, Santero 6. Yeah, and Julian already has a 15 seconds gap on this last lap. He has just started the last lap of this race. He's lapping two drivers of, let's see, it's Eden and Quicknick, who are battling very hard here on this, for them still, penultimate lap of the race. So we had another yellow flag in sector 1. I'm staying on both of this.
Was it Dreamsy again? Looked like a deep red coloured dot going slowly. Might have just been letting other cars lap him.
Yeah, it's a pretty odd situation here going on actually. Of course, the left cars are ghosting now for Julian, but they still have to battle with each other. Yeah. They can actually drive through each other at the moment. It's pretty weird. But this is actually their final lap now also. As Julian, let's just hop on board with Julian to these last couple of corners.
Is now within 6 seconds of Stinner.
Yeah, as Julian goes through the stadium section for one last time, he's
driven a brilliant race.
Yeah, Julian has dominated this race this afternoon, starting from P20.
But he started from the back.
Yeah, and I saw that he actually let Eden and Quicknick pass him to give Eden the opportunity to get past on track on Quicknick. Ooh, as they make contact there, but he swoops around the outside. That's a very nice move from Eden. They both get gifted another lap of racing and they make it count. But yeah, let's go down.
Can Santero sneak within the 6 seconds of Stinner? Yes, he can. So Stinner drops down to 5th.
Wow. Yeah, the top 5 is already finished. The others are still going around. Boogeyman had a pretty decent race.
Yeah, he's done well from his position on the grid.
Yeah, Ice Cold Andy also just a very, very good recovery drive, to say the least. Was last after lap 1 and is back up into P7 now at the end of the race. Very impressive. Butsplus also a very clean race. Yeah, I think, yeah, Eden.
With Eden's penalties, Quicknick will come home to collect the last point of the evening.
Yeah, 15 seconds for Eden, that's a bit too much. Did get past him on his final lap. But yeah.
Yeah, Julian has dominated every lap from the back. Yes, I know. That's just how it works with him.
Yeah. And the game gives him driver of the day, and that's actually...
Not surprising, he started from the back.
I think if we had a vote going on tonight for driver of the day, I think 9 out of 10 people would have voted for him. He has just been on a league of his own. As he has been actually almost the whole season. Tja. Let's have a look at our final, or at least our top 3 finishers for tonight. As Julian takes the top step with the McLaren driver of Hamres in second. And I think Dobby in P3, yeah. He battled the whole race with, let's see, Stinna, and came out on top, keeping it clean with 0 penalties. That's so impressive around this track. But yeah, can you give us a run through the final classification?
So we have Julian with a brilliant drive from the back. Amrez doing all he could but couldn't hold off Julian. Dobby in P3 with no penalties. Santero with a great race into P4. Sinner P5, Boogeyman P6. This drive's called Andy after his lap 1 damage comes P7. That's plus P8. F1 Natic P9 and Squitnik rounds off the points. Eden, the last non-lapped. That is backmarker, followed by Waitsy, Trunders, and Pricey. Dreamsy, well done for not retiring after not a great afternoon for him, followed by 4 retirements. I believe Shun,
a couple of retirements we had tonight. Just a quick shout out to Waitsy and Dobby for keeping it clean, because that is so impressive around this track.
That is very well done.
I know Dobby has been in this league for a couple of seasons now. I've raced against him, and it's definitely one of the great things that he has. Just the trademark of just keeping it clean, just getting no warnings. He has said it since I remembered racing against him, and that's a long time. That's at least 3 years. So yeah, wow, great job from him. But yeah.
Thank you to you and comms.
Yeah, thanks for everyone to watching. Thanks for joining me.
Might see you next week. Depends.
Yeah. Are you driving this Wednesday for TUF2 or?
If you could call it driving.
Yeah, we'll not talk about the last couple of races, but maybe this week it's different. Do you know which track it will be?
We've got Spain, and normally Spain's pretty decent for me, so we'll see.
Well, I hope everyone watches then, and I wish everyone for now a good evening, and see you again soon. Good night.